All right, guys, Eric Paul's in here with 9 to 5 Sports. Going to be getting into the core plays here for you for the 3M Open. Now, I am going to start off with kind of the obvious pick. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to figure that out. But once again, the goal with my core plays is to get you on some players that are clearly mispriced, that have a good chance to make the cut. And if they do make the cut, they're going to set themselves up for a top 20 finish. With that, this week, there are some nice price points for some guys that, they're going to be too cheap for me to pass up on. And we're going to start off with the obvious one. That's going to be Hank Lebiota. So we can pull up Hank Lebiota here. We can see very strong staff in the field this week. Kind of, 75th this week in a stat rank is going to be pretty good. So 75th in strokes gained to the green, and then also 76th in birdie or better percentage. That's fine. We're good with that. But he does rank out really well in strokes gained approach, par 5 scoring, and then also that 125 in range. That's like the only significant key stat in terms of like play that we saw really pop in terms of top 10, top 20, first place finishes is that 125 and in. This is of course where it just kind of leaves you with that yardage range, a decent amount. But then just looking at recent form, 3 straight top 10 finishes in a row, 6 straight make cuts in a row. His average finish over the last 2 months has been 13th. So the boy has been rolling. For me at 7.9, it really doesn't make sense. He's another one of those picks at 50 to 1. I really wouldn't mind betting as well. You can easily go out and get him. And now we're going to get into a couple of them that I don't think are as obvious, but I kind of feel good about them. And I'm going to start off with one player that I didn't even bring up on the picks and preview video because I wanted to save it for this video. Kind of calling me crazy here, but 7.6 kind of seems a little bit too cheap for him as a pick. Maybe it's because of the Midwest narrative. I kind of buy into it. Born in Indiana now, he plays out of Florida. He went to school in California, so I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, I guess, if you will. But we can see based on his recent starts that, he does play well during the Midwest swing. A 5th place at the Barbasol Championship last week, which I should mention, H3 and H4, that's comp course history for event history this week. Those are the most 2 similar courses I could really come up with. And hey, it helps at their recent tournaments. But he did finish 32nd at this event last year, didn't make a start here in 2019, but overall not going to be the best staff in the field, 59th, but we do like what he's done recently. He's been playing very well. Actually been losing strokes putting, which career-wise, he's a really good putter, so that's surprising. I expect that to get corrected, but 6 straight make cuts in a row, been finding out ways to make the cut, coming off of a 5th and a 23rd place finish. I always like to look for guys that are, getting better as the season goes on. I like that. Patrick Rogers, top 30 in the model, not, going to go crazy with it, but 7.6, definitely too cheap of a price, but I really think he's going to be a made cut and possibly show us that upside that we want from him as a pick. Now we're going to get into another pick here, Adam Shank. I just kind of go back to the well with these players that, have been cut makers, missed one cut in there, but made cut at the John Deere Classic, made cut at the Barbasol Championship, played well at the Rocket Mortgage, overall just been a cut maker really this whole year, going to be right around the cut line pretty much. We look at his starts at this tournament, 41st and a missed cut. That leaves a little bit to be desired, but overall top 20 stat fit and top 20 play in the model. What we like is that, he's just been a cut maker. 7.4 is definitely too cheap of a price tag for him as a pick at this price run range. Then we're going to get into one player that we're going to pay up for a little bit. Had to give you guys one pay up option, and I don't love it, but it's Cameron Tringale. Oh, not DJ Chardin, not my boy DJ Chardin. So Cameron Tringale here. So made the cut in his last 2 starts on tour. He's been a little bit hit or miss, I guess, if you will, recently. But we look at his 2 recent starts at this tournament, 42nd and 3rd place finish. 73% chance to make the cut. This because he's a top 3 staff in the field. Really crazy there. Really does well in that 125 and in range. Birdie or better percentage is top 30. Par 5 scoring, top 40. We like that. Everything is going to be top 50 or better. And obviously this week, that's really good given the quality of field. Top 10 pick in the model. Would love a little bit better recent form. Would love like 4 straight make cuts in a row at this price tag. That's a lot to pay out for him as a pick. But, you guys can see the lineup approach this week. It's definitely going to be to go more of that fair and balanced approach if you can do it. If not, you can definitely afford to pay up for some of those studs. I would say you can lock in a made cut, but, Brooks Koepka has struggled at this tournament and DJ has struggled at this tournament. So it's really kind of a hit or miss field on the top end. We typically do see it be a little bit more higher variance with these lower scoring events. So that's kind of why I'm fine paying down for some of those safer picks that have just as much upside. But that's all I have for you guys. If you guys want the more in-depth video, you can check out the first video, the picks and previews video. If you guys want to check out the fades, values, and sleeper picks, that'll be posted on Tuesday morning. But that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Comment your favorite core play as well. There's a lot of quality picks in that low tier price range. But that's all I have for you guys. If you guys want to join 9 to 5 Nation, $10 a month, link in the description below. All right, that's all I have for you. And as always, let's keep cashing.